everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things fragrance and beauty. 2022 seems to be the year of foundation. It seems like every major brand came out with a new foundation, most of them clean products or clean product lines. If it's a clean foundation, what that means is it's missing ingredients such as sulfates, parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, and mineral oil. What it also means is that it doesn't have the preservatives that a lot of other foundations have, so it's not going to have the shelf life that maybe some of your other makeup that isn't clean will have. For me, that's notable because I don't tend to go through makeup that quickly, so I like that it lasts a little bit longer because it gives me a little bit more time to use it. However, that said, I needed a new foundation, and all of these great foundations came out this year promising these great things, such as Numéro 1 by Chanel came out with a clean foundation, which also boasts that it has all these skincare benefits. Nars with their light reflecting foundation, and a few other ones that had these big claims, which got me all excited. So I actually was in need of a foundation, had planned on getting the Dior Glow, but from what I heard, it didn't get the best reviews. I did try the Dior Matte foundation, and I kept it, but it's not my favorite. I tend to prefer foundations that either give more of a skin, like your skin but better look, or more of a glow or radiance. Not like shiny, but I don't really like the matte look. I feel like it ages me. That being said, I tried some of the new ones on the market. I tried the Dior Face and Body, which isn't new, but loved it. Actually bought this one. The Numéro 1 by Chanel. And then I tried the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Also tried the Kosas, and I tried Makeup Forever HD Skin. I'm gonna go over briefly my thoughts on all, and then we will do an application of one of them. So firstly, Numéro 1, Chanel. Really like it. It gives a glow to the skin, almost too much of a glow. It gives you like a shiny look to it, like you've got the most dewy skin ever, but in a more natural way. Really liked this. Downside is that it is very sheer. I work in education, so I work a good 8-9 hour day at least, but 8 to 9 hours in the public eye. And the foundation, unfortunately, did not last that long. By the time I got in the car, a lot of it had worn off, which, you know, with a mask, that's not surprising, but I was a little disappointed in the wear. I also wore it to my cousins, my nephews, my sister, and my nephews and brother-in-law Super Bowl party. Now to that it was excellent because it lasted the duration of the party. It looked great. I came home, washed it off, no worries there. So just keep that in mind. It looks beautiful, but it's a short wear. Whether or not I'm gonna buy it is still up in the air, as that I kind of need that longer duration, at least for work. Next, Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Loved it. I love it. It gives just the perfect look to your skin. It blurs everything that needs to be blurred. It covers everything that needs to be covered, but not in like a cakey, thick, heavy makeup way. It absolutely beautiful. I have the sample in Mont Blanc, which was a bit light for me. So I ordered the number 3 neutral, which I believe was named Gobi. And that again was a little bit too light, a little bit too yellow for me. So I actually went into Sephora and had them color match me, and unfortunately, my skin couldn't be matched effectively with a color. I could have blended 2 of them, but then that makes it a bit pricey. Honestly, it's a little bit too much work to be blending your perfect shade of foundation every day. I just don't have that much time to spend on a normal day-to-day basis with my makeups. If you have the right shade to go with this, I highly recommend the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. Caveat, and make sure that you go in and color match, because like I said, extremely disappointed that I'm not the right shade for this, but I guess it is what it is. Actually, Chanel tends to always be a little bit peachy on me too. I guess I'm just an odd skin color to match, which doesn't surprise me. I seem to be odd in every other way too. Chanel having a slight peachy shade to it doesn't bother me as much. It just gives me a bit of a tanner look, I think, a bit of a sun-kissed look, but Nars unfortunately gave me more of a yellow look, so I just ended up looking jaundiced and sick. Actually, on the same trip of trying to color match with the Nars, I got the HD Makeup Forever New Skin. I've been seeing Katie Jane Hughes put this on. She makes it look so lovely, so effortless, just a glow, a slight blur to the skin. It looks phenomenal on her. On me, I mean, it looks okay. It covers everything it needs to cover. It does give a bit of a blurring look to it. It is a bit lighter, and I think it doesn't have the duration that like Nars Reflecting or Dior had. I'm not quite sure if this one was one of the clean lines. I will put that in the comment section whether or not this one was one of the clean foundations that came out this year, but let's put it on together and you can see it's not going to be like the 8-hour wear test or anything like that, but you can see how it applies. I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand. Like I said, it's a beautiful foundation. I just don't think that it wears the way that I need it to wear in an 8-hour, 9-hour school day. So I have on the glow screen, or actually, what did I wear today? I have on a Legome's Deep Moisture Cream, and then I have, I put the glow screen by Supergoop on top of it. Bit of a sunscreen. It's such a pretty day out today. I don't know if G and I will end up going outside or not. And then I have on Clay to Pose eye cream. I have had the worst migraine all week. Minneapolis teachers have been striking. If y'all aren't up on the Minneapolis news. So it's just been a really long and stressful week over here. Anyway, so I have this migraine that won't seem to go away. I tend to have more dry skin, more dry sensitive skin. It gives you an idea. I do think this applies better with a beauty blender than my than my BK Beauty Brush, my 101. But if that gives you any idea. Oh, and then the Kosas. Kosas on me did not work. It, again, just was not the right color. I feel like it didn't, I just couldn't get an even coverage from it. It just didn't blend out right on my skin. Again, my skin is very, very dry. It's winter in Minnesota. I don't drink enough water. My skin's very dry, so it didn't cover very well. It just wasn't a look that was worth me purchasing. It creased a little bit. It wasn't anything that I was all that impressed with. If I was gonna rank them, we're gonna give Kosas number 5. Kosas is number 5. Because of the matte look, because I'm just not super enthralled with the matte look is the only reason, but that would be the Dior, not the Glow, the Dior matte foundation. Number 3, because, God, this one's a tough one. I would probably say the Makeup Forever HD Skin would be number 3. I like it. It has a nice coverage. It doesn't last the length of the day. I need it to last the length of the day, so that's number 3. Number 2 would be the Numero 1 Chanel. Really, really like it, but again, doesn't give me the coverage that I need. I do like the glow. I appreciate all that it has to offer. I'm giving it number 2 just because I would prefer that it lasted a little bit longer than it did. Number 1, obviously I have 2 left and I only have 1 spot, but I'm torn because Dior Face and Body is not a new one, but that would get my number 1 because I actually did purchase it. I am going to be wearing it. I really enjoy it. But I'm also going to give it to Nars Light Reflecting because I do love this one. They just need to come out with a shade that's right for me. Tie between Dior Face and Body, which is an old one, because that's just cheating if I give it to that because it's not a new one. And then Nars Light Reflecting, also number 1, but also kind of gets X-nayed because they didn't have the right shade for me. So maybe I shouldn't even rank them because that's not even really fair that both of number 1s get disqualified. But there you have it, my brief synopsis of 5 newer foundations for this year. So I hope that helps you out a little. Definitely go color check before you purchase anything, in my opinion. Foundations just are really, really hard, and obviously you want them to look as close to your skin as you can, so you definitely want the most accurate shade for you. Again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Mwah. See you soon. Bye-bye.